Hi friends, Suzanne here. Welcome to another Fun Fold Friday video on my YouTube channel and blog. These are the components for the Fun Fold today. You can screenshot this video or you can go to my blog sunstampin.com and grab the photo yourself. We have a piece, this happens to be balmy blue I believe, and it is 11 inches long and 5.5 inches tall, and I'm scoring at 3.5 and then 5 1/8 and then 6 3/4. And basically that is going to leave a small front portion and sort of like a mountain valley thing, and then the back side. So the front side is the shorter piece. So here we're going to fold it. That's the front. And then we're going to do a mountain here. And then we're going to do a fold here, a valley fold. And then the bigger side is going to be the back. So again, you can go to my blog to grab all the information. I am using up this, it was a celebration paper called Flight and Airy. And I am also using some fresh freesia cardstock. I used the, what is this, 2 3/8 inch round circle punch, and I used my circle stitch shapes, and I'm using the Very Best Occasions stamp set. We're going to use 3 sentiments. The happy birthday, sending you smiles for every moment of your day, and thinking of you. So I fussy cut this little birdie out, and like I said, I have a basic white piece that I punched out. Basically this, it doesn't matter what you put on here. If you have a layering piece or a rectangle or whatever, for the front sentiment, it doesn't matter. You can do rectangle, you can do whatever, die cut, whatever you have. This part is not necessarily the important part of the fun fold, but it is the decoration, and it's going to be the front portion of my card. So I'm going to get the stamping and the adhering out of the way. And that birdie looks really good there. So I'm going to have a little sticky note next to the pieces that I'm working on. So this is the happy birthday sentiment, and my cardstock is 1.5 inches wide and 3 1/4 inches tall. But what I'm stamping on, the basic white, is 1 3 inches wide and 3 1/8 long. So this is a really good size for all sorts of sentiments. And basically this fun, I don't know what it's called, this fold is going to give me an opportunity to use both of these wonderful sentiments. So this stamp set, the Very Best Occasions, which has a lot of sentiments, you will be able to utilize it very well. So and there is a portion of the card that you can actually write in your own thoughts, so that's kind of nice too, your own sentiments. It is a smaller piece of basic white though. Anyway, so these are my stamping bits, and I'm just going to push those aside. You know, assembling everything kind of before it all gets put together is what I like to do for fun folds anyway. So these pieces, which go on that mountain valley fold, the cardstock is 1 3/8 inch wide and 5 1/4 inches tall, and the designer series paper or pattern paper is 1 1/8 wide and 5/8 long. So I'm adhering them to their mats, and again, I will put that aside. Moving on to the panel that would be the inside of the card. That is, the cardstock is 4 inches wide and 5 1/4 inches tall. The designer series paper is 3 7/8 of an inch wide and 5 1/8 inch tall. Oh my gosh. You guys are tongue twisters. So I'm going to adhere this right now to the inside of the card, and you will know what side it is because it's the bigger side. Now I did use some of my deckled rectangles, a piece there, and this is what I am using right here. And you don't have to use that die. All you have to do is find a rectangle that will go inside the card. But I'm using the 4th largest die, counting from the outside in. So I'm just going to adhere that right on the panel that I just put in. And I'm going to close my panel so that I can see where I need to place it. And then I'm just going to look for equality, top, center, bottom. And then I'm going to move forward with the front panel and the inside front panel. And these cardstocks are 3 1/4 inches wide and 5 1/4 inches tall. And the designer series paper is 3 1/8 wide and 5 1/8 of an inch tall. And you need 2 of them. I happen to use different pattern papers, and you get to choose which one you want to be on the front and which one you want to be on the inside front. So I'm going to apply this one to the inside front first. And then I'm just going to leave the other to the end. And that's how it works. So now we're going to adhere those skinny little strips. I guess these would be the designers or the matte and designer paper that would go on the inside of that fold there. And it just looks pretty. I suppose you don't have to use mats. You could just use cardstock. You can make your own papers. You could just use designer series paper if you wanted. I actually liked the look of all the matting, so I chose to use it. So these little sentiment strips, one is going to attach to the left side, and one is going to attach to the right side. So this left side, I've put adhesive on the left hand side and only on half of it, and I've attached it to the very top of the card. And now this is the right side, and I'm putting adhesive on the right side, and I'm going to adhere it on the right side of that mountain fold. So make sure that you don't stick your card together. If you're doing this, just make sure that you're being very careful with your adhesive. So this is how the mechanism works. Flappity flap, flap, flap. Look at it, it's so flight and airy. So anyway, that is how the sentiments will work. I love it. It's flippy floppy. I have no idea what the name of this fold is. Actually, tell me in the comments below what you think it's called. I have no idea. I'm from Gen X. We don't want titles on anything. So anyway, that other piece goes on the front, and then I am putting my little sentiment piece right front and center right there using dimensionals. And of course you can embellish with some of your I used extra birdies, so I put one right there. You probably won't see it very often. And then I put his buddy on the inside of the card. So anyway, you can see some of the supplies I used today listed below in the video see more section or in the supplies section of my blog. And those fast links are going to take you to my Canadian online store if we still sell them. I would love the chance to meet you and earn your business. So thanks so much for watching, and bye for now.